Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero, and a little bit shorter video. There's not a ton of new stuff that I'm going to be covering today. They've actually fixed some bugs, like the intro has some fixes to it, but right now I'm going to showcase the Precursor Gate. I was actually able to utilize it. So I have Alan in my head right now, so other dialogue may pop up, but we're actually going to use the gate just so I can showcase that. Maybe some new dialogue pops up, I don't know. And then we're actually going to go to Research Base Zero. They have some new PDAs over there, and then I haven't messed with spawning in the discus fish, so we're actually going to do that as well so I can showcase that for everybody. And that one I let slip through the cracks because I don't even know how long that's been in game. Alright, so for those that don't know, so you have a Precursor Gate here. This is in the second portion of the Iceworm Arena here. This is also where we have a Precursor cache. This is where you will find one of Alan's body parts. And then we have a little tunnel here. And as we make our way up, bada boom. Now this will take us back to the Snow Fox base. So let's give this a try. And actually, before I do that, I need to get an ion cube. Alright, so we have an ion cube. So this, I remember using the ion cubes. I don't know if this is the old model. It's been a while since I've actually used one of the gates in the original Subnautica here. It looks the same. You guys let me know. Like I said, it's been a while. Alright. Here we go, jumping through. And we have the animation with it. And that I do remember. And then we will pop out at the Snow Fox base. Bada boom. There we go, and then it stays open, which is really, really cool. So you don't have to mess with that. Because one of the things I have noticed, if you find this first, I'm not seeing a spot to actually, which it should be here, where you would actually use an ion cube to go across to the other one. Let's hop in there again. Yep, and no dialogue from Alan, unfortunately. Alright, so we have that. Then let's go to, well, that threw me way out. Let's go over to Research Base Zero. We'll actually go inside and look around for a second. They still have this glitch where, there we go, only in free cam. Alright, so let's go inside. So we have access to all the rooms, which we have for a while. Big thing now is we have some PDAs lying around. So we have this one right here. I'm not going to read this one. I'll let you guys wait to read that one. The big one, and this is going to be a story spoiler here, so if you don't want that, you can skip ahead. The structure of this, by the way, looks pretty much the same. But you still can't scan anything in here either, which is kind of a bummer. And I wish I had one of these that we could build. So we have a PDA over here. Architect data transfer notes. And I'm pretty sure this is new. I don't think this was at the other research base. I may be wrong on that. I remembered that they had notes at the research base Omega, but I can't remember just the exact write-up on it. It says, while other teams have been pursuing more debulous approaches to awakening the architects, we've been more practical. We know these part organic, part digital beings stored what they thought of themselves on computers within their sanctuaries, and we know efforts to wake or communicate with them in situ have been in vain. What we have theorized is necessary to truly make first contact is for these digital ghosts to first be recombined with some organic component. After studying these sanctuaries, we believe they had means both to grow cybernetic bodies and to transfer their data patterns between them. We have developed and attached a range of formulae which we hope will be predictive if and when such a process is activated. In theory, we could tell if any architect consciousness on the system were awakened. We will present our findings as soon as the paper is ready. This, like I said, you guys let me know. It's been a while. That kind of seems like I remember that being with the old story. And it could be, and it's just slightly tweaked also. Stuff like that, it's just there's so much content to try to keep in my head in regards to this. It becomes hard to keep up with. We can go in here, and it seems like this has been switched now. This one, by the way, just says TBD, so we don't have anything here. I'm wondering, because this is where you used to wake up with the original intro, I'm wondering if this is actually now Sam's area. So it's kind of like switched around, right? You start up in the sky and then come down to the planet. And this would be Sam's bunker here, or room. Going here, we have this PDA, task list right here. I think that's been in game also. It's been a while since I've been in this room. Can't scan anything in here. Same thing, kind of a bummer. I'd like to be able to scan all the plants in here. I'm wondering if they're going to give us these vertical grow towers too. And then the ability to open up these lockers. But as of right now, you can't really do anything in here. But we shall see on that one. So we have that. Something else I haven't messed with. I think I have it in my inventory. Yeah, water purification tablet. Combined with a snowball to create drinkable water. I haven't messed with that. Let's see. I don't even know how you would combine it. There we go. Boom. Just double click on it. Filtered water. I don't know where they are in game. I also haven't looked for that. I typically don't play survival mode, but it is in game. I need to track it down though. So the next thing I want to do, and actually I'm going to go back into Research Base Zero here to do it first, is I haven't messed with spawning in the discus fish. Like I said, I don't know how long that's been in game. I saw a comment about it and I was like, oh yes, need to look at that. So let's go spawn. Now in here it's going to look different, and we're going to spawn in a lot. Oh nope, it did it this time. Last time I was messing around with this, it was actually doing it so that they weren't like their full model. It was like by the way, if I'm not touching the mouse, there's so many they'll start pushing you around. But it was like almost like a black outline of it. So let's jump right in the middle here. There's so many. So if I don't touch the mouse, they're just moving, spinning me around. They look really cool though. So like that kind of like gel outside, and then it's clear so you get to see the inside components, and the eye is really creepy looking, just a single eye, right? So it looks more like the trivalve. But I think it looks really, really cool. So let's go actually, oh, spinning me around now. Whoa, shot me off again. So let's go tinker with these guys, and then we'll finish out this video here. So we're going to spawn these by the thermal spires, which somebody said the thermal plants actually pick up more heat off of these now. So we actually get to use the thermal spires now to generate power, which is awesome. Let's see. I'll find you. Alright, let's bring that fog back on. right here. Let's spawn. Just 'cause. Whoop. There we go. Just watch him. I don't know if it'll click in a bunch of animations of him trying to eat him. Maybe. No, the Cryptosuchus doesn't seem so interested. So the other cool thing, let's see if it'll do it right now. I'm going to have to move this though. Let's go right here. We'll drop them in. So if you do it above the water and then drop them in, and I don't know if they'll do it, yep, they migrate towards the surface. And now it looks like I'm thinking about flying fish, but not just flying fish. When you get a bunch of fish together and they're close to the surface and they all just try and like hop out. Let's bring the weather back on, see what that looks like with it. Oh, it's calm right now too. So yeah, that looks pretty cool with that many of them. I think it's still just chilling there. I did spawn, I think it was 2,000. Dropped my FPS and 4K down to like 8 at the lowest. It was hovering like 16 to 18. But I tried to ram a sea truck through all of them. I mean, it hits them, but it doesn't do much other than that. But yeah, it kind of tanked my FPS there. Yeah, that looks pretty crazy. So the discus fish, you can spawn it. As far as I know, it's not completely in-game right now. So I don't know without looking. And actually, hold on, because it's going to do that again, isn't it? Whoa. Bunch of stuff I haven't looked at. Precursor cabling. Oh, we got a lot of TBD there. There we go. And nope, we don't have a write-up right now. Bummer. Oops. Well, that is going to be it for this video. So we should have more updates here in the next couple days, but I think right now what we're really going to see is a lot of bug fixes. Outside of that, fingers crossed we get some new content for the story, because I know they're trying to get at least a decent amount done so that everybody that is playing when that early access 9 hits, it's in a form that you can get pretty well through it. So the second that does happen, by the way, I'll be doing a playthrough with this. I'm actually going to do that this weekend, where I can just get a feel for how much is in-game in its current state, and then that'll give me a backbone for figuring out what's going on when the early access actually hits. But that is going to be it for this video, everybody. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. That guy jumped out of water. That was really cool. But thank you guys so much for watching.